Aloha, this is Emily Thoreau-Threat, host of the Grief and Happiness podcast. Every Friday, I share with you my love notes, giving you a little something to think about as you navigate your grief journey, finding happiness expanding along your way. Every Tuesday, I post my regular podcast, sharing wonderful conversations with people you can relate to and offer you encouraging ideas and helpful inspiration. And I invite you to our Grief and Happiness Alliance gatherings for free every week on Zoom. Information provided in the show notes. Aloha. My podcast for you today is how improving your morning routine can change your life. I have a confession to make. After my husband died, I found it harder and harder to get out of bed in the morning. I just didn't feel ready for the world. First, I would try to convince myself that there was no need to rush, and that led me to more sleep. Then I started bad habits like checking my email and social media accounts. That led to checking the news on my phone, which more often than not wasn't good news. Then I would just play one game, which often led to more. I would try to talk myself into getting out of bed, but I wouldn't listen. Finally, I came to the point that I realized I was missing the part of my day when I'm fresh and most creative, and I decided I needed to change. Your morning routine is likely different than mine was, but whatever it is, you can make it better. Here are some hints that can help that work for you. Number one. The number one thing that will help us get up earlier if we automatically get up at 5 or 6. You can skip this step. If you don't try getting up 1 hour earlier than you have been, this will give you a fresh new start on your day. If you've been having trouble sleeping, this may help. Often that trouble sleeping can be the result of staying in bed too long. If you need to set an alarm to get up, starting at this new time, try that. You'll discover that you can wake yourself up at the time you want to if you set your intention to do that. I didn't think I'd ever be able to get up without an alarm clock because I used one every day. But my husband convinced me to try, and it worked. I am no longer jolted out of my sleep and away from my dreams by an annoying alarm. Number 2, stretch in bed, taking in a few deep breaths. This is a loving way to gently get your body started for the day. Stretch out your arms, pull your knees up to your chest, roll your body back and forth. Take a few more deep breaths. This all feels so good. Number 3, now do your self-care. I just can't do anything else before I brush my teeth. Be sure to floss your teeth, wash your face, and comb your hair. You don't need to put on makeup or style your hair at this point. Then put on some comfortable morning clothes. And number 4, next is your soul time. In your journal, start writing at least 5 things you're grateful for. I'm always amazed at how good it feels to realize the wonderful things in my life. There are so many things to be grateful for. Then write a goal to accomplish that day. Instead of writing a list, write just one thing. After you do that one thing, you can decide what to do next. Then write one thing that brought you joy this day, the day before. Be sure to smile while you write this, along with why this thing made you happy. And take some time to meditate, if only for a few minutes. And number 5, eat something nourishing and healthy. Be sure you have food on hand that's easy to fix and enjoyable to eat. Be sure what you eat is fresh and natural, avoiding processed foods. Your body will appreciate this loving care. Changing my habit of seeing how long I could convince myself to stay in bed was a bit of a challenge. When I recognized how much better I felt when I did this new routine, I was happy to keep it up. Now I feel energized as I start my day. My days are more fulfilling, and I'm so much happier. Making a commitment to a positive change like this can make all the difference in how you feel. Try it. You're going to enjoy the results. Thanks for listening, and be sure to order your Grief and Happiness Handbook and cards on Amazon. All profit from these sales go directly to the Grief and Happiness Alliance nonprofit organization to support these podcasts and all that the organization does to provide comfort and support to those who are dealing with grief and loss. Mahalo. Thank you.